We are happy to be joined by Zach Benson, and I'll start with something light and easy for you. I was doing a little research yesterday, and I don't know if we have to trust Wikipedia as much as some might, but I found out what your full name is, Zachary Ruben Benson. Is there a story behind Ruben as a middle name, or is this a family name? What's going on there?
Yeah, it's a family name. It was my dad's great-grandpa, or my dad's grandpa's name, and then he just decided to make it my middle name.
So, nobody knew what my middle name was, and it was kind of like the same thing. It was my godfather's name. It was Gaston. And it's nowhere. You can't even see it on my passport or anything.
Yeah.
And one time somebody found out, and then it became a thing. They'd be, hey, Gaston, and they'd be calling me by my middle name, and I'd be like, this is not happening. So, as do the guys know in the locker room your middle name's Ruben? Would they start calling you Ruben?
I think most of the guys know my middle name, or at least some do, but no, I haven't been called that.
It'd be fun. I was going through famous Rubens. And I'm like, maybe you can become the most famous of them all. Here in Buffalo, we have Ruben Brown, who played for the Bills. He was a lineman, offensive lineman. He was loved here. Ruben Studdard, I think, was the American Idol guy. But
yeah.
Do you know any other Ruben?
No, I've never met a Ruben in my life, honestly.
Okay, so that's the part of the interview that's for fun. Let's get to the serious stuff. You had a fantastic game last game against the Red Wings. You, Greenway, Cousins. Why is it working so well?
Yeah, I mean, we were kind of going up against Kane's line. Mm-hmm. And I think, our main priority is just to keep the puck out of our net. And, when you play the right way and play on the defensive side, that's kind of our, first priority, like I said. It leads to offense. And I think when we get in the O-zone, we're all creative players and skilled enough to make plays. And, I think that's what we did last game.
What was that like to play against Patrick Kane here in Buffalo, knowing that he's from Buffalo?
Yeah, it was pretty surreal, honestly. That was my first time, obviously, playing against him. So it was pretty cool moments, that first face-off. But, after that, it was game on.
Yeah, pretty shifty. Is this somebody you watched for years and was like, oh, I'm going to try this in practice tomorrow, what Patrick Kane's doing?
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. When I was younger, growing up, he was the guy. And, playing against him, just seeing how creative and shifty he is, it's pretty magical.
Well, I don't know if that definitely is not his middle name, but his nickname is Showtime, so maybe we can have Ruben Showtime, as one of the big nickname going on. But this week is huge. Obviously, you guys took care of the Red Wings on Tuesday, you got the New York Islanders, and not that you have to look at Saturday as well, but did you or did the team make a conscious effort to say, hey, not just one game at a time and one period at a time, but let's look at the week here and what we can accomplish?
Yeah, I mean, everyone looks at the schedule and sees what we have coming up, but, our kind of main focus right now is just New York Islanders, the one game at a time approach, and, I think you look too far ahead, games start slipping by you, so we're with the mindset, one game at a time, and, we look to get the 2 points here tonight.
Did you watch the games last night to see, what's happening in the league? Do you scoreboard watch at this time of year, or were you ever a guy that scoreboard watch ever?
I mean, you do a little bit. Obviously, you look at the standings. Obviously the Oilers game was at, I think, 10:30 last night, so you didn't watch any of that. But, you wake up this morning and you see that, the Capitals lost.
Yep.
So, you do look at it. I'd be lying if I said I don't. So it was definitely nice to see that the Oilers beat the Capitals
that
last
they were
night.
able to do it, and you didn't have to stay up too late. They scored early, and then they never looked. Well, it was 3-2 after one, but then after that they kind of took care of it. So by midnight I was in bed, and I was pretty good that this was going to go on. Sabres are going to be playing in Europe next year. One preseason game in Munich in Germany, and then 2 games in Prague. What's that experience for you to think, hey, I could be going to play in Prague, in Czech Republic, and whatever with the Sabres to start the season next year? What's the buzz about it in the locker room, and knowing that that's happening next year?
I think everyone's pretty excited. Obviously JJ's going back home, so it's pretty cool for him, and
it's Oktoberfest there at that time of year, so it could be a little crazy in Germany.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I've heard it's going to be Oktoberfest. Yeah, I mean, I've played in Europe before. Played a tournament when I was younger.
Yeah, okay.
But other than that, I haven't really been over there, so I'm sure it'll be a cool experience.
Do you get phone calls from your friends and your family, parents, saying, "Hey, this is so cool. They announced you guys are going to play in Europe next year"?
Honestly, I haven't really heard from anyone, but I'm sure as the time gets closer, I'm sure people will be more curious as to what it's like, and I'm sure a few people are going to want to make the trip down there.
I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Sabres fans. They travel well, especially with J.J. Peterka there, with other Czech players that have been in the organization. One notable, Dominic Hasek, that has been pretty well known for what he's done here and with the Czech Republic at the Olympics, so it's going to be great. Okay, I like to do a little this or that. Basically, I'm going to give you a couple of either or kind of situation.
Right.
So I was talking to some of the guys this morning, and there's also an article in the ESPN that came out about you checking out of the hotel and going to Hotel Dallin. So which one has the better service, the regular hotel or Hotel Dallin?
Better service? I mean, probably Hotel Dallin.
I was going to say, you had to think about it long and hard, so it probably was close, right?
Well, I mean, the hotel, they come and clean your bed and all that. But Hotel Dallin, Car makes really good dinners and stuff, so it's been awesome staying there.
So Rasmus doesn't go and make your bed in the morning? That doesn't happen?
No, he doesn't.
I'm going to have to talk to him about that. Okay, and a lot of the debate here in Buffalo has always been living in the city or in the suburbs. Are you a city guy or a suburb guy, this or that?
Probably a suburb guy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You like the quiet? You like the land and a little bit neighborhood type of feel?
Yeah, I mean, that's really where I've stayed the whole time. So I've never really lived in the city of Buffalo yet. Obviously at the hotel, but I didn't have a car or anything. So I'd probably say suburb.
Okay. When we talk about traveling, in that article, you mentioned it's different because you used to take the bus to games and now you take planes to game. What's the best way to go to a game? And I'm not talking about 12-hour trips here, but is the bus or the plane the best way to get to a game?
Plane.
Okay, I'll tell you this. Train is the right answer here.
Train.
The train. One day you'll get to experience a train trip to a close proximity. It is by far the best. Although now there's Wi-Fi on the plane and everything, but it used to be the one thing, like you'd be on the train and you just chill and relax and go.
Huh.
That was always the best way to do it. Netflix or video games when you have time to chill?
Video games.
Okay. Old consoles or new, like, up-to-date console?
New.
The new?
Yeah.
So I just lost to Ryan Miller playing Nintendo 64 Mario Kart today. And I thought I was the king of Nintendo 64, and he just crushed me. Do you ever play? Have you ever played Nintendo 64?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, okay, exactly. Would you, like, if I handed you that controller, you probably wouldn't know what to do with it.
I probably wouldn't have a clue.
Okay, and then I guess that's it for me. Oh, no, actually, one more. You like to walk. When did the walking start, like, being something you like to do? You like to go to malls and walk. When did that start to be something that you started to do?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't really just start. Like, my billets would always go out for, like, bike rides and walks.
Okay.
And I thought it was super enjoyable just to get, like, fresh air and stuff. So, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm the biggest walker. I don't know. I don't know where you got your source from, but
they said that you, like, went to the mall and you like to walk around the mall and just, like, get out, right? And just kind of a change of scenery is good?
Yeah, I mean, I like to get out of the house once in a while. Yeah. But I wouldn't say, like, when the winter stops, then I'll start going outside. I mean, like yesterday.
It's beautiful out there today, too.
Yeah.
You have a game tonight, so
Exactly.
you're not going to go for a big walk. But the weather's definitely turning here in Buffalo, so go out and enjoy the outdoors in Buffalo here.
Absolutely.
Well, Zach, it was great to have you.
Yeah, awesome.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
buddy.
Good luck tonight.
Yeah, thank you.